to conversations, how to spark engagement in 2026 with your LinkedIn posts. My name is Joe Applebaum, and I am your trainer today. So close your distractions, drink some water, because a 5% drop in hydration is a 30% drop in energy, and engage with me in the chat. Tell me what your goal is with using LinkedIn. For me, the biggest goal is to get conversations with my ideal clients. And somebody interviewed me today on a podcast, and he said, Joe, why do you want to get conversations with your ideal clients? And by the way, if you guys stay till the end of this class, we're going to be here for the next 55 minutes. I do have a special gift for everybody that I'm going to give you. So if you can stay till 2, put a 2 in the chat. If you can stay till 2, that's 2 Eastern, put a 2 in the chat. And I told him, I'm not looking to build transactional relationships. I'm not just trying to sell something to somebody. I'm trying to get to know people. But he's like, why? What's the value in getting to know people? Because people that you know, you can really make a difference for. Like if I don't really know you and I just give you a product and you leave, I sold you a hot dog and you left, okay, so I made $2. But if I change your life, if I learn about your goals and what you want to achieve, and I can make an introduction for you, or I can give you an idea, or I can teach you a strategy, or I can give you access to my network or something, that completely changes the game. So I have to get to know you. But how many people can you possibly get to know in one day? How many people can you actually follow up with in 1 week, in 1 month, in 1 year? There's an anthropologist named Robin Dunbar. I wrote about it in my book, High Energy Networking. Did you guys read my book yet? High Energy Networking? If you haven't read it, I highly recommend that you get it. I'm about to launch a new book called High Energy Prompting. But this book that I wrote all about networking and how I've generated millions of dollars a year in networking and relationship building. And what this guy writes is the average human being cannot have more than 100 relationships at any given time in their life. Your brain can't keep track of it if you're an average person. But I think everybody here, if you're like wanting to network on LinkedIn, you're above average. You're in the top 10%, in the top 5%, in the top 1% of networkers. Because most people, their mindset is not networking. By the way, is your mindset sales or is your mindset relationships? Which one? Are you looking just to close deals and make sales? Because if that's you, this is probably not the best platform to do that on, just to make sales. Because why do people come to a networking event? To buy things or to build a relationship? And if there's something to buy, they might buy it if they trust you. Get what I'm saying? So a lot of people get this wrong. They go on LinkedIn hungry, think, oh my God, so many leads, so many leads, so many leads. And they run up to people and they're like, buy my web design, buy my products, buy my marketing. I'm the best. I'm the best. Nobody cares about you. Because what are people thinking about the whole time? People thinking about what's in it for them. They're thinking about their own problems constantly. And we know this, but we often forget this because we're so desperate. We're desperate to make a sale. We're desperate to get a client. And even though we might be a little desperate, we might be a little hungry, what I want to honor you to start doing a little bit more is to just think about for yourself how you can be more of service to people. How you can be more of service to people. And somebody said, Joe, why should I wish people happy birthday? Such a waste of time. I don't even know the guy. I want to wish them a happy birthday. You don't know them yet. Add the word yet. You don't know them yet. You want to get to know them, and the way that you get to know people is how? What's the best way to get to know somebody? What's the best way to get to know somebody? Does anyone know? Is by having a conversation, correct? By talking to them. Now, my question to you is, how many conversations can you technically handle in one day? So right now I'm having a conversation with 78 people or whatever, right? How many conversations could you handle in one day realistically if they're one-on-one conversations? If it's one-to-many, you can handle many. But if it's one-to-one conversations that you're having with someone, how many can you handle in one day realistically? For me, I think that you can handle 5, minimum. You might be able to handle 10 or 15 or whatever, but I certainly know you can handle 5 quality conversations a day that are 15 minutes each, minimum. Because it takes time to build rapport. It takes a few minutes to build rapport. It takes a few minutes to learn about them, learn about you, and then 15 minutes flies by pretty quick. You don't need to spend 2 hours in a conversation with someone that you're just getting to know, but 15 minutes, if you're handling 5 a day, that's 20 a week, that's 80 a month, that's 1,000 a year. If you're actually having 1,000 conversations a year with people that are your target market, there's no reason why you can't make an extra $100,000 a year from doing that if you're strategic. When I say be strategic, that means that don't necessarily be picky with every person that you're going to talk to, but instead be picky about the contents of your conversations. That's so important. Because if you know exactly what you're looking for and you know what they're looking for and you guys could support each other, that's so powerful. I'll give you an example. I'm looking to work with restoration companies in 2026 for my marketing agency. So what did I do? I made an announcement on LinkedIn and also to my private networking groups. And I said, who do you know that owns a restoration company? I literally just got off the phone with the chief operating officer of a restoration company that has 200 employees. It wasn't a sales pitch. It was, I just want to learn about the industry call. We built a relationship. We became friends. And now she potentially wants me to bring me in, and that's a $200,000 potential. But that came from a network, from someone who's not even in the restoration industry that introduced me. And that introduction was made yesterday. And I got on the phone today. And yesterday I got another introduction to a company that has 500 employees in the restoration industry from one of my LinkedIn connections. And I have a call today at 3 p.m. with that guy. Now, is it going to turn into a sale? It doesn't matter. I want to be a trusted advisor to my clients. It's very likely they're going to buy something from me if I have something of value to offer them. But that's not what I'm leading with. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't lead with that. Instead, lead with actually having a thoughtful, meaningful conversation with people that you want to get to know. And the right people will show up in your life when you have the right mindset. Because like attracts like. And if you're vibing in desperation, you're going to find people that are desperate as well. If you're vibing in wealth, you're going to attract wealthy people as well. That's what happens. Wealthy people with a wealthy mindset attract other wealthy people with a wealthy mindset. So in the chat, write, I have a wealthy mind. Let's do that. Even if your bank account doesn't match it, just write, I have a wealthy mind. I am wealthy. Try that. Try to write, I am wealthy. See how that feels. I know this is really weird for a lot of people. But when you declare, I am wealthy, that's a declaration that you're making. You have relationships, that's wealth. You have your health, that's wealth. You have opportunities, that's wealth. You're happy with who you are, that's wealth. Do you know how many billionaires are suicidal? You get what I'm saying? Not happy, so much stress. I am a money magnet. I love that, Dr. Sally. So this is really, really important because this is how you'll show up on LinkedIn. If you want to go from a person that repels people, go from a salesman to an advisor. Now the question is, how can you be a better advisor? Learn the problems that your clients have and start writing about them. Telling stories. I'm going to share my screen in a moment and I'm going to show you exactly how. But this is one of the most important things that people need. You need a strategy. The right strategy will save you a decade. Most people are spraying and praying and hoping for the best. Hope is a good thing. It's just not a good strategy. There are 3 things that go into a strategy. There's the plan, the people, and the promise. I'm sure you guys have heard me say this a few times. The plan is your business plan, how much money you want to make, your marketing plan, how many leads you need, and your LinkedIn plan, what are you specifically going to be doing on LinkedIn? The people are, who are your ideal clients? For me, restoration companies. And who are your centers of influence? In that world, it could be public adjusters. It could be insurance brokers. Do you get it? And what I want you guys to realize is that if you have your plan and your people, then you can write your promise. Because if you give the promise to the wrong people, it won't be aligned with your plan because you're not going to make money. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? The messaging needs to be, people don't buy the results that you give them. People buy the promise of what you're going to give them as a result. Do you get what I'm saying? They don't buy the fact that you gave them something. They buy the fact that they believe and they trust that you can give them something of value. The transformation, as Dr. Sally says. So, the real question I have for you is, do you have a strategy or do you need a strategy? And we have an AI called Evie AI that will write up your strategy for you. So you don't have to write it yourself because you need to have a written strategy. So do you have a written strategy or do you need one? In the chat, let me know. Say, I need a strategy. I have a strategy. Now, a lot of people haven't yet picked up their target market. They haven't done it. They haven't picked their target market. I went and picked a target market, restoration companies. Get it? I picked it. I also picked sales trainers to work with sales trainers this year. And as a result of that, I've generated hundreds of thousands of dollars in new reoccurring revenue as a result of picking an industry. And I want that for you as well in 2026. I want you to have that as well. Overnight success is 10 years in the making, not 15 minutes of being on TikTok faking. You like that? It's 10 years in the making. So if you commit to relationship building, if you commit to this community that we're building of 1,000 engaged LinkedIn users, if you commit to it, which means you're willing to have 5 conversations a day, look around. Carlos is here. Bonnie's here. Richard's here. Latha's here. Nancy's here. We have some pretty incredible people. Howard is here. David Margolis is here. Good to see you. Sylvain is here. Lou Sabag is here. Eves, Daryl. Look at the people around you. Chaya, Gary. These are incredible folks. And we get together literally on a daily basis. We make ourselves available to connect and build relationships. These are the people that are highly engaged on LinkedIn. The biggest problem that people lack is exposure, credibility, and conversations. Those 3 things. If you can get those 3 things to the right people with the right promise, you're going to get more clients. You're going to make more revenue. By the way, we're in here for about 15 minutes so far, and I want to know, did you get value in the past 10 minutes? Write value in the chat if you got value. And you're going to need to hear this over and over and over. And the good news is that I'm going to do classes like this at least every week for the next year. I'm committed to this. I'm enjoying this, by the way. This is what I do for fun. I also do calling for fun. I call strangers for fun. And if we want to call a stranger today, we can call a stranger. I actually fixed my audio from yesterday. We had an audio problem. I fixed it. I realized that Zoom put a new setting that stopped me from being able to share my audio, even though I wrote share audio. Here's what I want you to realize. You're capable of generating as much income as you want. You just have to decide how much money you want to make. And you have to have a really clear plan and a really clear strategy in 2026 to be successful. So if you need a strategy, just write need a strategy. We're always happy to help people that need a strategy. Keith Green said value. By the way, if you guys are new to this, write 1 in the chat if you're brand new to this. Maybe you haven't seen me play this thing for a while. If you've been here many times, just write 8 in the chat. If you've been here many times, write 8. I see a bunch of 1s. I want to see how many 8s we have. And I absolutely love helping people be successful. This is my favorite thing in the world. Somebody asked me yesterday, said, Joe, what's your favorite thing in the world? If I can help you make more money, get closer to your goal, that makes me happy, even if you pay me nothing. Because this webinar right here doesn't cost anything. I'm not charging anything. Most people, by this point of the webinar, they start selling you something. You get what I'm saying? They start telling you stories of transformation and start going through the whole process of the Russell Brunson persuasion thing. That's not what I'm doing. That's not my point here. My point is to add massive value. 80% of results is going to come from your mindset. 20% is going to come from your skill set. So I spend a lot of time discussing mindset because if you're not willing to pick up the phone and call a connection on LinkedIn, and we do this randomly here, we've done this many times and I'll show you how I do it. If you're not willing to pick up the phone and call a connection and have a conversation, you're not really going to succeed. You think just because you put up a post, someone's going to reach out to you? That's not the game. That's not how you make money on LinkedIn. You have to post, and you have to post regularly. I recommend posting daily. Do you guys know why I recommend posting daily? Because I want you to get exposure every day. And because the algorithm kills posts after a day. If you go to the feed, most of the posts you have in your feed, if you have over 1,000 followers, are fresh posts. Posts from the past 24 hours. As a matter of fact, LinkedIn even has a filter when you're looking for posts that you could look up posts in the past 24 hours. I'm going to show you that filter today. I'm going to show you some really valuable things. If you guys are ready to have 2026 be the best year you've ever had, put a $sign in the chat. I want to see who really wants to create massive wealth in 2026. Looks like Chef Kelly. She's in the house. We got Fancy in the house. I called her Fancy Delancey yesterday. That was funny. I thought that was funny. She's like, I hope your trainings are better than your... She said, I hope your trainings are better than your humor. She wrote Fancy Delancey here. Fancy, did you have a conversation with your hubber? With your hubber?
Briefly. We still have to talk. But
okay.
Yeah, he's interested.
Amazing. Hooray. I want to have a fancy client. I want to help a fancy client makes an extra 100K in revenue next year. I love that. Thank you.
Yes, I love it.
It's my favorite first name on LinkedIn. I'm actually going to search LinkedIn right now. I'm going to open up LinkedIn, and I'm going to see if we have any people that are super fancy on LinkedIn. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to go to LinkedIn, and I'm going to show you guys something cool. So if I go to LinkedIn right now, and I search over here, fancy, and I press enter, it's going to show me all the people on LinkedIn that have the word fancy on their profile. It's not going to show me people that have their first and last name as fancy. Do you get that? And as a matter of fact, LinkedIn, if I click on people, it'll help me just filter for people. And by the way, if you guys need to learn the basics of LinkedIn, write 101 in the chat if you need to learn the basics of LinkedIn, because we do have a class called LinkedIn 101 for those that don't even know how the basics, like how to properly search or how to properly use LinkedIn. So if you don't know the basics, just write 101 in the chat. No shame in that, by the way. But we do have a 90-minute course on how to be able to use the basics of LinkedIn. So it used to be a filter right on the bottom here that said you can search by first name and last name and title and company, and it's all gone. They removed that, which is super annoying. There is a back-end way to do that. But first I want to show you right here. If you click on My Network on the top here, I'm just going to zoom out a little bit to 100%. I click on My Network and I click on Connections here. Then I can search by name here. You see it says search by name through my connections. So if I search fancy, I can see anyone that has the word fancy in their name. You see? I have two people, Lisa Fancyfield and we got Fancy Mills. You see that? Those are the two people I have with fancy. If you use Sales Navigator, and by the way, in the chat, tell me which version of LinkedIn you have. Do you have free, do you have premium, or do you have Sales Navigator? Which one? Free, premium, or Sales Navigator? Let me know in the chat. I'm going to click on Lead Filters, and if I click on Lead Filters, I can filter by company headcount, by current company, by company type, by role, and if you can see here, I can also filter by first name. Do you see that? The filter is here on the left side. So I'm going to search fancy for first name, and it's going to show me all the people that have the word fancy as their first name. There's 4,500 people on LinkedIn that have the word fancy. Do you see what I did there? I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. Learning how to use LinkedIn and learning the difference between the premium version and the Sales Navigator version is really important, especially if you're looking to reach out to people that you're not even connected to on LinkedIn. The reason why I pay for Sales Navigator is because I want to be able to message 800 people a month that I'm not even connected to. And you can do that with Sales Navigator if you take our Sales Navigator Bootcamp and learn all of our Sales Navigator secrets. We have these incredible secrets that we teach people. It's a 6-hour class. It's pre-recorded. It usually sells for $3,000, but it's included in our Bundle Plus as a bonus today. So if you guys want me to tell you about the deal that I have with the Bundle Plus, you can write deal in the chat, and at 1:30, I'll tell you guys the deal, and then I'll keep teaching and whatnot. For those that want to hear the deal, just write deal so we know if anybody even cares about the deal. Okay, so let me show you something else that I want to be able to share with you. So if I want to find people that I'm connected to right now, one of the 99 hacks is to search somebody's first name. So for example, do you guys have a favorite first name? In the chat, let's see if people have a favorite first name. Is it Michael? Is it Sarah? Is it David? Is it Leah? Is it Dana? Dana's favorite first name is Dana. John's first name is John. I love that. I love that. Do you guys have a favorite first name other than your first name? Of course, Latha. Okay, Haley. Okay, I love that. I love Haley. Okay, so let's go to Haley. I'm going to search Haley right over here. And I don't have a lot of Haleys that I'm connected to. I'm connected to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Haleys. Okay? I'm also connected to one of my clients, Christy Haley. So if I want to send these Haleys a message, what I can do is I can open up EviAI, which is an app that sits on the side, and I can write Haley a message. So I can open up the template, and I can say, Haley, would love to know what your goals are for 2026. Any big things in store? Do you guys see what I wrote there? I'm going to write 2026 goals. Now I'm going to press Save Changes. I have a template here. You see the template here that's sitting on the side? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to message Haley this. And I'm going to press up arrow here and send. Okay? Now I'm going to go here to the next Haley. And I'm going to press the up arrow here and press send. Then I'm going to go to the next Haley. I'm going to go to this Haley over here. I'm going to press the up arrow here and press send. Then I'm going to go to the next Haley. I'm going to press this up arrow here and press send. And then we got another Haley here. And we got the last, we don't have any more Haleys. Okay, so we messaged all these Haleys. Now, what did I just do? I just found all the Haleys that I'm connected to, and I sent them all a message. Now, Haley's not a very popular name. If you try David, you'll see how many Davids you have connected to. Haley's not a very, very popular name. However, that's called the first name strategy, and we have 99 other hacks that many of our clients have gotten. Say got the 99 hacks or say need the 99 hacks in the chat. I'm curious enough. You guys got them. There are 99 videos, each under 1 minute, and they each have a hack like that. Got it, need it, got it, need it. If you got it, I suggest that you watch it. And there are 99 videos. They're each under a minute. Each video is a crazy hack like that. If you need it and you want the special deal on it, we're running a promotion on it. But let me show you something crazy right now that I also do when I connect with people. So if I'm connected to Haley and she's a fractional CMO, I want to talk to her. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save her into EviAI. I have all the profiles of the people that I speak to, that I have relationships with. The profile sits right over here as a card. So what I'm going to do is I can manually enter her information by pressing on New Profile, or I can press Save Profile here, right over here. You see it says Save Profile in the top right corner? And now I have a card. But I want to fill in this card with her information. So I'm going to click on Summary, and I'm going to click on Summarize Profile. It's going to grab her cell phone and her email address along with all her websites and everything from her profile, and it's going to automatically put it into EviAI for me. So this way, I don't have to do this manual labor. I know some of you like manual labor. If you like labor, say I love labor. If you like automation, say love automation in the chat. Because this is an automation. You push a button and it saves it, right? But it's not the type of automation that LinkedIn will hurt you for, because you're not automating anything on LinkedIn. You're just copying and pasting information in here, and then with a push of a button, it goes into your CRM. Whichever CRM you like. This one's called Go High Level. That's the one that I like to use. Okay? So I just pushed Haley's information into my CRM. So to verify that it's there via the API, I can just go into the CRM. Now, do you have a CRM or do you need a CRM? Now, if her email is not available on her profile, which in some cases it's not, then I can use an AI agent to research Haley. So in this case, I'm going to deploy one of these 7 agents, and it's going to show me everything about her, her target audience, her key services, how she helps clients, conversation starters, business opportunities. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this button here, and then because she's in my CRM, can you guys see that she's on the top of my CRM there? You see right here, Haley? So you don't see it says Haley right here, the first person on the line. I just added it a few seconds ago. I'm going to click on her name. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the telephone thing here that can just call her directly. Can you guys hear the phone ringing? Okay, so it's calling Haley directly. So if Haley picks up, I already have tons of things to talk to her about. So let's see if she picks up. I'm going to press copy this note. I'm going to put the note into where it says add a note and press save. So now I have a note. I'm also going to look her
Your
up.
call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi, Haley. It's Joe Applebaum. If you can call me back at 973-841-8868. I was just calling to wish you a happy holidays, tell you that I really appreciate being your connection on LinkedIn. And I just wanted to connect with you and learn more about what you're doing. Congrats on getting on the Successful Woman's TV show back in June. And looking forward just to connect with you and see what your goals are for 2026. I sent you a DM. If it's easier for you to DM or to text me, feel free to do that. I wanted to also learn more about the 70,000 member Women's Entrepreneur Network that you've built, and just talk to you about that as well, and also learn more about what you do with quiz funnels. I've been doing that with AI. Anyway, if you have a moment, just call me back, 973-841-8868. I'd love to chat with you, or you can text me or reply to my LinkedIn. Happy holidays. God bless you, and looking forward to connecting with you in the new year if I don't speak to you before. Bye, Haley. Now, most of the time, that gets transcribed as a text message these days. Did you guys know that? T-Mobile, Verizon, they just transcribe the voicemail because they know no one's going to listen to that. Now, sometimes people are a little old school and they actually listen to the voicemail. But they will get all that transcribed, so when you're leaving a voicemail, you're actually sending a text message without sending a text message. Do you understand what I just taught you? Would you send Haley what I just said to get her to want to respond to you? If you had the technology to tell you everything about her, including what podcast she's recently been on. You saw I referenced a podcast she's been on in June, so she knows I'm doing my research. It was a click of a button. I didn't have to do much work to do it. I used the conversation starters to mention 2 of the conversation starters that makes her realize this guy really paid attention. This is not AI. This is a real relationship. I also DM'd her on LinkedIn and referenced that because maybe she'll miss it if she gets a lot of DMs because she has thousands and thousands and thousands of followers. And this is just one of all the different Haleys that I can go through, and I'm not going to go through all of them today because I don't need to. You get the point. And if I had a conversation with her and it turned into a 30-minute conversation, you guys would probably not appreciate that right now because you came here to learn. And if you watch me have a conversation, you can go to my LinkedIn Live from this morning when I called people. I actually have a dialer where I push a button and it calls 3 people at a time, and I can call 480 people a day like that. Just push up a button, boom, it calls everyone in my CRM, just, specific people because I have pipelines. So if you want to learn from my conversations, we actually have a class coming up in March called the Prospecting Bootcamp, where I teach you how to prospect off LinkedIn, but with using LinkedIn data. It's happening in March. It's completely sold out. But if you want information about future prospecting bootcamps and things like that, you could just write prospecting in the chat, and we will keep that in mind for you. Scott wants to know what dialer I recommend. I recommend the Wave dialer. It's $150 a month, and it ties directly into GHL. And I'll be teaching in the Prospecting Bootcamp how to do that. Okay, so for those of you that said you wanted the deal, a couple of you said that you wanted to learn about the bundle deal. So here's what we're offering. And for the rest of you, listen in, because you become an affiliate of EviAI, you make 20% for 3 years. So listen up. This is the bundle offer. Step number 1 is we give you access to EviAI Pro, which is currently $297 a month, $3,600 a year. And you get access to unlimited posts, unlimited comments, unlimited messages, unlimited personas, unlimited templates, everything unlimited. You also get a very big allotment of Nano Banana Pro images that we create images that look like you. And you also get prompts and support on a daily basis. We're live on Zoom on 7 and on 12 every single day. 7 p.m. and 12 p.m. every single day. We are available live on Zoom to help you, support you, and hold your hand. So that's EviAI Pro. But we're not doing it for $3,600. We have a special deal going on right now called the Bundle Plus for a limited time only. That's number 1. Number 2, the second thing that we give you is access to our Evergreen networking system. Sarah paid $10,000 for the Evergreen networking system. She generated $500K from the strategies we taught her in the system. It includes the plan, the people, the promise, the stories, the frameworks, the automations, the personas, how to get exposure, how to build credibility, how to book meetings. We break the whole thing down. We teach you our greeting, feeding, and meeting system. We give you a dashboard. We teach you everything that you need. We have 2-hour strategy sessions every month, and we walk you through everything in pre-recorded videos as well as live sessions. That program is included in the Bundle Plus. So you don't pay the $10,000, you get it included. The third thing you get is access to our Sales Navigator Bootcamp. So if you decide that you want to get Sales Navigator or you have it, you get a 6-hour class on how to master Sales Navigator and be able to send out 800 messages every single month. We teach you how to build a list. We teach you how to segment and organize that list, how to fill that list, how to use alerts. We teach you all the different features and the 34 different filters within Sales Navigator and how to use them. And some of them were removed from the organic side and pushed to Sales Navigator. The next thing that we give you as a bonus for coming here today is we're giving you access to our goal setting masterclass. It's 28 videos that teaches you how to set and achieve your goals for 2026. We literally just recreated all the videos. It's a $1,000 class, so you can buy it separately for $1,000. Or if you get the Bundle Plus, you get it included. And it includes assessments, frameworks, and everything that you need to be able to understand who you are and what goals you need to create for 2026. Those videos are total gold. People that have taken the course have said it has changed their life. Actually, we just closed a customer today, Hannah Miller, who signed up to our program. And she said she remembers she took the goal setting masterclass back in 2019. And we just redid it with a bunch of assessments, but it completely changed her life. And she just signed up to EviAI Pro today. Okay. And then the final thing that we're going to do today for the Bundle Plus is instead of you getting one account, you get a second account included. So you get 2 for the price, for less than the price of 1. So if you want to know the price and you want to sign up, just write interested in the chat and I'll tell you guys the price. Dr. Sally Good said it is good. It's amazing. Awesome. Thank you for being a pro member. If there's anybody else that's a pro member and you're loving it, tell us why you love it so much. People are saying they're interested. John said he's interested. Daryl said he's interested. Diana said he's interested. So instead of paying $3,600 just for the software, you can get grandfathered in for the entire deal for just $1,968. It's $1,968 per year. That's annually. And that includes 2 accounts, not just one. And it also includes all the training, the frameworks, the checklists, the cheat sheets. And we also give you access to special community of other pro members. And the second you sign up, you also get a list of our 200 top customers that have opted in that want to network with you. So you will guaranteed have enough conversations for the next 90 days, nonstop, every single day, if that's something that you're interested in. Eve says, I've been here for 3 weeks and I've achieved much more than I thought I would. Thank you. David Margolis says, interested for me and a colleague. I'm on Pro. If you upgrade to the Bundle Plus, you get all the bonuses and you get grandfathered in. So the team is going to put a link for you guys to sign up to it, and I'll show you how to sign up right now in case you're wondering. But this is a good guide for those of you that know people that need this, because the price is going to go up significantly once we add the agents that we're going to be adding next year. So I'm talking to my development team about adding 200 features to Evie AI, because a lot of people want things done for them. Am I right? Don't you want things done for you instead of having to do things yourself? And so we're going to be adding some agents in 2026. We're still going to allow you to do everything yourself, but for those of you that want things done for you, like for example, maybe you want an idea for what to post about each day without you having to go into the system, and you want to deliver it to your email. Say, give me an idea every day. You know what I mean? Or maybe give me a person I should be talking to today and what to say to them each day, or 5 people, or whatever. So those are the types of things that we're going to be doing to add agents that help you make sense out of things. As new technology comes out, we keep plugging in new technology. We can raise the price because our price goes up, but we're not going to be raising the price for those of you that are grandfathered into this deal. Karen Walker said, the Bundle Plus is so helpful. It has increased clients for my business. So much information, a lot of support. Joined 2 weeks ago. By the way, Karen was part of the Tony Robbins community, and I met her. We built an amazing relationship. Karen's going to be very, very, very successful with this information. She's getting so much new information that she's never had before. And that's the key. The key is being able to get amazing, amazing, amazing information and build those relationships and get to know people. Okay, so let me show you how to get the Bundle Plus, app.eviai.com/Bundle Plus. This is not publicly available from our website or anywhere else, so this is only available right now. Juan just put the link in it. If anybody signs up right now during this session, I will personally make you an infographic for your business as a bonus. I will make you an infographic that you can use for your business as a bonus. And if anybody wants to buy a pack of 10 infographics done for you, we have an offer that we made, and people have loved this offer. Strategy.eviai.com/infographics, just to kind of show you what the infographics look like. And so these are what the infographics look like. So if you decide to buy the Bundle Plus, I will personally make you an infographic if you buy during this call. It's kind of like a bonus because I know a lot of people want this type of stuff. We have an offer where we can make you 10 infographics. And if you're interested in this special offer at our cost price of whatever it costs us to do it, just write infographics in the chat and we'll send you a special link privately later to these infographics. And this we did for Corrine. And we made her these 10 infographics that she can use all year next year, and she owns them. And we even give her the prompts that we used to create these infographics. Again, we're not going to manually type in all this. We're going to use AI to type all this. So if you're interested in getting infographics done that look like this, but in your brand colors and with the style that would match whatever you're doing based on your target market, this is what it looks like. And I'm going to make you one, and I'll give you the prompt and everything. And for her, I also threw in a brand style guide that I made for her. You see, this is her brand style guide. Isn't this pretty? I went ahead and created this for her so that she can use this to create AI images for herself using Evie AI. So Evie AI is capable of creating such amazing graphics very, very quickly. And you can see we created many, many examples here. So these are very nice for people who want to be able to get out there, build relationships, and use infographics in their business. So let me show you something you can do with Evie AI. So if I want to write a post, I'm going to write a post right now. I'm going to go to the homepage of LinkedIn, and I want to write a post. So how do I write a post? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click in Start a Post. And often people don't know what to write, but with Evie AI, you can click on the side here where it says Content. Evie AI already knows I want to write a post, and you get unlimited posts with Evie AI. Unlimited. So I'm going to click over here, and I'm going to choose my persona, which is going to be CEO of Evie AI. Okay? And then I'm going to choose my goal, and my goal is going to be provide value. My tone is going to be inspirational. And I'm also going to show you how to generate your voices, and my gift today is going to be a voice. generator, a voice creator. So you can pick any voice you want with AI. Okay, so if you want the gift, write gift in the chat. I'm going to be giving it to you in just a few minutes if you guys hang around here. So I know this is ending in about 15 minutes, but I want to give you guys a lot of value. So I'm going to show you how I create this amazing post. So I'm going to talk to the AI because I could talk a lot faster than I could type. And watch what I'm going to say to it. I'm going to say the following. Create a post that helps me showcase to the people how much I love educating people and inspiring them on how to use artificial intelligence in an authentic way, because I don't want people to use AI as a replacement for themselves. I want them to use artificial intelligence to assist them and guide them and support them to be able to write posts like this one and create images like the ones that I share online, because at the end of the day, who has time to sit there and be writing content these days when you have artificial intelligence that could do it much better, but do it in an authentic way, using the right goal, the right tone, and the right persona. And that's what I want to teach you. I want to teach you how to authentically create content that sounds like you so that you're not a robot and you can build real relationships. And when you post consistently, at least once a day, you're able to get the maximum amount of exposure, especially if you're getting engagement on your posts. So my question to you today is, how often do you post on LinkedIn and what do you post about? Now, I can take this raw piece of content and put it on LinkedIn, or I can have Evie AI turn this raw piece of content into a post that has a hook, main points, call to action, and hashtags. So I'm going to click on the insert button here, and it's going to say, are you ready to elevate your social media game? I'm going to delete this in fast-paced world. I'm just going to write, we often find ourselves overwhelmed by the demands of content creation. But what if I told you AI was a great ally, not a replacement? Okay. Are you ready to take your social media game, I'm going to say, to the next level with the power of AI, but sounding human? But sounding human? Okay, so that's the idea. So I've seen firsthand how leveraging AI. I've seen with, I'm going to leave that broken, my clients. Do you see the way I wrote a typo over here? And I left a typo in there? I did that on purpose. Together we can create a community. Let's harness AI to enhance our productivity. You with me? What do you post about? Okay? Now I want to add an infographic. So I'm going to click on this right over here, and I'm going to click on downloads, and I created a bunch of infographics for myself. You see, I have so many different infographics that I have for myself. So I'm going to click on the hook library. So do you see how many hooks I have over here? Evie AI generates perfect hooks every time. So I'm going to click here. And then I'm going to delete these hashtags because I don't need any hashtags on this post right now. I'm not going to use hashtags today. And I'm going to press post. Was it hard for me to create this post, or was it easy? In the chat, tell me, was this hard or was this easy? Now I'm going to copy the link to the post, and I'm going to share this link with you guys in the Zoom chat. Was it hard or was it easy? Especially if you have an infographic that's ready to go. It makes your life so easy. But I just shared the link in the comments. Easy peasy, David wrote. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. I want to give you guys a moment just to go look at that post and then leave a comment on that post. And the reason I want you to leave a comment on the post saying what you typically post about on LinkedIn is because I want you to network with the many dozens of people that are here right now. If we have 3 dozen, 4 dozen, 5 dozen, 6 dozen people here right now, why not leave a comment and then see everybody else that left a comment and give it like a heart or a light bulb or a round of applause on the post? Isn't that a good idea? Shake your head yes if it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. Why not? I'm going to show you that voice creator in just a moment. But before I show you the voice creator, I want to let you know that Evie AI personas are powerful because you can do a lot with personas. You can use Evie AI on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, on YouTube. You can use it on Substack. I had a guy call me up. He said, Joe, I love Evie AI on Substack. I was like, hang on a second. Use Evie AI on Substack? He's like, yeah, it changes my game for me. I leave comments on Substack all the time with Evie AI. Completely changes the game. because it's built into the side of your browser. People use it with ChatGPT. They use it with their clone. And by the way, as a gift for anyone who signs up to the Bundle Plus today, I will help you create your clone. I will help you create your clone. I have a special prompt that I was given by the Tony Robbins team on how to create your clone. They charge $1,000 for that prompt. And I will give it to you as my gift today for signing up to the Bundle Plus. And by the way, anyone that already signed up to the Bundle Plus is also going to get that as a bonus. Okay? So if you already signed up to the Bundle Plus, if you upgrade today from the Bundle to the Bundle Plus, you're going to get that special bonus as well, plus the Goal Setting Masterclass, plus a bunch of other bonuses. So if you want to upgrade and you need more information, just hit my team up privately because, again, you're getting that extra account. Now, some people say, Joe, I don't need an extra account. What do I do with it? The extra account could be used as a lead magnet. So what I told somebody the other day, I was like, if you have an extra account and you have a potential client that wants to sign up to your services, give them the Evie AI account as a gift for signing up to your services for a week. Give it to them for a week. And at the end of the week, take it away from them. And if they want to continue using Evie AI, let them buy it with your affiliate code and you make 20%. And then give it to another client. And then another client and another client and another client so that they could all write their content, that they could all create their images, they could all optimize their profile. And you could even do a sweepstakes every week for who you're going to be giving it away to each week to your list. Think about that. It's a great way for you to give people value. Do you understand? Because you could remove the account and add it to other people. That's how our teams work. Our team's solution works. So get the deal right now, and you will get the extra infographic. You will get the DNA prompt and the education on how to turn that into a clone. And I will show you my DNA prompt right now. Do you guys want to see my DNA prompt? I'm going to show you my DNA prompt, and I'll teach you how to create your own. So watch it's very, very personal, by the way, my DNA prompt. But I'll show it to you guys because you guys are like family to me. So I'm going to go into my downloads over here. I'm going to go to my DNA prompt right over here. You see it says personal DNA prompt template. I'm going to open it up, and this is my DNA prompt. Joe Apfelbaum, Brooklyn, New York, blah, 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 blah. You see this? My core values, my company training, my Bundle Plus offer. You see that? Top 3 goals for the year, biggest wins, hardest losses. Do you see that? I have everything right here, front and center, available. And then I train the AI with all that, and then I can chat with any AI. I just drop in that DNA, or I add it to a project, or I add it to a custom GPT, and boom, I now have an AI that's basically understands my business backwards and forwards, understands my goals backwards and forwards. Amazing, right? Let me show you the voice creator I built. I built you guys a voice creator to build out your voice. So check this out. By the way, if anybody signed up to the Bundle Plus already, I want to highlight you now and thank you. So if you already signed up, just let me know I signed up in the chat, and I want to highlight you for a second. So let me know that you did. Voice creator. So this is my gift to you. I can help you creating your DNA. Yes, Diana. Just sign up to the Bundle Plus right now. If you do it during this session, I will throw in that extra bonus and help you create your DNA. Okay? That's a bonus for the people that are here right now. If you already bought the Bundle Plus in the past, don't worry. You'll still get the DNA prompt and you'll still get all the support that you need. But you have to have the Bundle Plus for that, okay? Because it is work. And so I want to invest in you guys if you invest in us. Okay. So check this out. This is the Voice Builder. And by the way, if you think that investing less than $2,000 in a year of total support is too much money to make $100,000, then you're not really in business. You know what I mean? Investing $2,000 to make $100,000 is not a bad deal. That's my opinion anyway. And getting support for a whole year where we meet with you daily, twice a day to support you. Plus we give you unlimited access to our AI. Unbelievable. So here's what goes into the Voice Builder. First, you want to pick what your role is, your professional persona. Then you want to pick your tone and your vibe. You see? Professional, edgy, casual. Then you want to pick your marketing, your framework for content creation or for communication. Do you want to use PASS, ADA, before the bridge, all this different stuff. Then you want to pick your target audience, who you're targeting. Then you want to pick your rhythm. There's a bunch of different rhythms. Then you want to pick your brand archetype. We have many different brand archetypes here you can choose from. And then you want to pick a famous voice, which is totally optional. You can pick Gary Vee, Alex Hormozi, Seth Godin, Malcolm Gladwell, whatever. Then you can pick your industry context if you want, if you have one, the industry that you're targeting. And then you can pick your engagement tactics. You can pick a max of 3, the enemy versus them, the data dump, the create suspense, the polarize. And then you could pick your primary emotion. And when you hit generate prompt, I'm going to say just do a thought leader one just to show. And I hit generate prompt. Now it creates your persona for you, and then you can further customize this, which has the content architecture, the voice and style settings, the core persona. Everything is right here for you. Done. Finished. Shebang. How cool is that? Write cool in the chat. Dana says, a little broetry. Lol. Amazing. And of course, you can change the information that's there to whoever you want. It's just an idea to help you be able to just click a few buttons and have a persona created that you could use with Evie AI, or you could use it anywhere you want, with it however you want. And it's yours as my gift to you for coming today. So that's going to be something that I make available for all of you for just literally showing up today. You get that. The other thing I want everyone to do is to take several assessments to learn about themselves. One of the assessments that we teach people to take inside the 28 videos within the Goal Setting Masterclass is called the Strength Finder Assessment. Human beings have 5 strengths. And the Gallup sells the assessment for, I don't know, back in the day it was like $20. I don't know how much it costs right now. But I'm giving you the assessment for free because I used artificial intelligence to create the assessment. I made an assessment called the top 5 strengths. So put 5 in the chat if you want to take the top 5 strengths assessment so you can figure out your strengths. And if you can figure out your strengths, you can figure out your weaknesses, and you can figure out why you procrastinate, and you can figure out why you're not achieving your goals and all this other jam. So I'm going to give you that as an additional gift for all of you who are just showing today. All I need you to do is to go into the community, which is school.com/EvieAI. And then I need you to scroll down to where you see, do you know your strengths? You see that? If you scroll down to where it says, do you know your strengths? Just click on that, and then you'll have the assessment there. And the only thing I request from you is to put your strengths in the chat. You see? Heather said, great job. So Darren Cherry put his strengths in the chat. You see? He wrote arranger, activator, futuristic, strategic, and achiever. And we have a bunch of different prompts that you could use to help the AI help you be able to achieve your goals by understanding your strengths. And every strength has a weakness that accompanies it as well. So this is this person's strength: input, learner, empathy, communication, and intellection. And it only takes about 5 minutes to do the assessment. We also gives you a Myers-Briggs assessment and several other assessments that you can take that we created inside our system that will help you get to know yourself better. We even have a custom GPT that we created that allows you to come up with your own personal values. And we actually created it yesterday in real time during our AI business development circle. It was a 3-hour class that we did on how to create landing pages, lead magnets, email automations, and even custom GPTs that you can then sell to people. Very, very powerful stuff we taught yesterday in our AI business development circle. We meet for 3 hours every single month. Okay, so those of you that are here that got value today, thank you for showing up. On a scale of 1 to 10, how'd we do? 1, we sucked. 10, we totally crushed it. You want to come to these again. If you wrote 10, that means you definitely want to come to these again. We're doing a session on February 18th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., and I'm bringing together 6 of the top LinkedIn influencers in the world. Some of them have over 1 million followers, to share all their strategies So if you're coming, write coming in the chat so that I know that you're coming on February 18th at 2 p.m. And maybe you could bring some friends with you. There's no charge for it. It's totally free. There's going to be 1,000 people there. It's going to be incredible. So I hope you can come. This is I think it's the 10th year that I'm doing it. Maybe not the 10th. Maybe it was the 8th year or something. I have to look back of when was the first year I did it. But I certainly have been doing it for almost 10 years. And my business partner, my partner in the conference, I call her the business partner in that conference, we do it every year together. We co-host it and we find the influencers. Lately, I've just been doing everything because she's going through some challenges. But she's taking care of the landing page. So that should be up soon. And then I will email you guys and post about it in the community. So I hope you guys can kind of let people know about it because it's such a service that I do for the community to help people out. I don't have a Sora workshop on the 18th. I might have another webinar or something that morning or whatever, but my team could look into that and see what's going on then. But we definitely have that amazing class. Okay. Any questions that you guys have about anything that we shared here today? Comments, concerns, things that you want to share about? Marlene, there's no link yet, but we will announce it soon, and there will be a link very, very soon. Okay. By the way, Darren Cherry's here today. Darren, what do you love most about being part of this community? If you want to share, feel free to unmute yourself. He's an outsourced CFO. Go ahead, Darren.
You know, I always tell people I came for the tools, but I stayed for the networking, and that is there's a ton of folks that have various different skills, but more importantly, there's an overwhelming willingness to help. So if you are someone that loves to learn, this is the right place for you.
Awesome. And by the way, not everybody loves to learn. Not everybody has a growth mindset. Not everybody's into personal development. And so I want you to really think about it. If you're the type of person that wants to be around other people like that, it'll change your life. Latha, go ahead. Latha raised her hand. Hi, Latha.
Hi, Joe. I remember the first call we had in January last year and see where I reached today. It's really amazing. I'm so happy. I was in my own world in Des Moines, Iowa. I'm everywhere now. It's helping my business tremendously and grown so much. This is the best year for me. Thank you for everything, Joe, and the community and everybody who works for you. Thank you.
Oh, thank
I'm
you
grateful
so
to you.
much. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so
Hey,
grateful.
Joe,
Yes,
can you
team.
look at this one, please?
Yes. Okay. So I have to hop. My team needs me on another call, but I just want to take a moment just to thank you all for being here. I really, really appreciate you guys very, very much. Thank you for being in my life. Happy New Year's. We're going to be doing many of these types of trainings on a regular basis. So make sure you're active in the community. And if you need anything from my team, you could always email hello@eviai.com if you have a question. And if you did sign up, I know a few of you signed up for the Bundle Plus today, so thank you for signing up. Don't worry, we'll reach out to you telling you how you can get that infographic. And if you haven't signed up, you still have a chance to get the bonuses if you sign up right now. But do it as soon as possible. Click on the link. My team will share the link with you right now in the chat so that you can save that link. Again, it's not available to the general public. We don't share that link all over the place. It's private. So grab the link right now, and we'll be more than happy to help you be able to take your business to the next level. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, and I will see you online. I'm on LinkedIn Live almost every single day. So if you haven't checked out my LinkedIn Lives, I highly recommend you go check out my previous LinkedIn Lives that I did, because I teach a lot during those LinkedIn Lives. So definitely go back and watch them. If you go to my profile and you click on events, you could scroll down and watch them, or you can go to my YouTube channel, which is my name. You just Google my name and you'll find it, Joe Apfelbaum, and you'll be able to see. If you click on live, you can see all my lives. Same thing with Facebook, same thing with Twitter, and so on. So thank you very much for being here, everybody. I appreciate you guys.